Keap has dramatically changed my life and my profession. Any pharmacist can fill prescriptions, but very few can engage and enjoy the engaging part of pharmacy, which is how you have the most impact. I wish I had started Keap years ago. I got away with zero marketing for our business. As time went on, started to see our revenue declining as competitors were coming into the space. That no marketing tactic was just not gonna fly. Mrs. Jones walks in and she leaves. What is making her come back? I was hoping to get an email so I can email the patient, hello. Just a simple correspondence when they were not in the pharmacy. That's when I met with Jason Benedict with Automation Agency, and that pretty much changed my whole trajectory.
When Amit first came in, he didn't have any background and experience with automation or marketing. Like obviously he's been a pharmacist for 30 years of his life. Marketing was just an entirely different realm for him. After just assessing his business, his pharmacy, looking at where there's opportunities and where there's gaps, we identified a lot of opportunity to implement lifecycle automation.
I saw the strategy, I saw the chart. I was under the belief that elderly patients don't use emails and don't use their phones. I've come to find out they love their phones and they love email. When you give them relevant content, they love the information. I went from 0 emails to now I want thousands of them. So we're located in a medical center, so we get a lot of foot traffic.
And I said, perfect. You've got an untapped lead source. All we have to do is help you to start capturing that data from those customers that walk into your door.
So Jason was able to set up landing pages via 2 tablets that you have when you walk in through Keap, name, email, phone number.
And then they go right into a follow-up nurture sequence where they get a welcome email. They get follow-up automation.
The postcards, we have a system set up with Keap where they can transfer their prescriptions immediately, and we're able to access all their information via Keap, and we can get their prescriptions transferred immediately, and the whole system flows. Running my business prior to Keap was me basically being a robot, an automated pharmacist who was filling prescriptions, dispensing them, saying hello and goodbye. That was the extent of what we were doing. And as you get more and more volume, you just get busier and you get caught up. You can't step outside yourself. But with Keap, it allowed me to step outside myself and realize there's a lot more to pharmacy than just filling prescriptions and being automated. During COVID, many independent pharmacies were losing revenue just because offices were shut, patients weren't coming in. Thanks to Keap and Jason Benedict, we were able to grow 20%. January 2023 was our biggest gain in revenue in 8 years. Keap saved us from COVID in that at that point in time, there was no patient engagement, and with Keap, we completely revolutionized our business and got that patient engagement. We're in a town of a population of about 20,000. Of that 20,000, we have 8,000 contacts, close to 50% of the town's population. I wouldn't dream to have that reach if it wasn't through Keap.
Keap works great for small businesses to capture data and obviously to create and start the engagement process. What we started to recognize is all the opportunities of segmentation and have customized communication.
With Keap now I'm able to segment the audience according to their disease states, whether it's diabetes, hypertension, heart patients. They love the information, and probably the 99 questions that they want to ask, I probably just answered for them. So it saves them the time to having a call. There's not that much time in a day with our volume to answer those questions for everyone, but now I can get it out there. And if they have more specific questions, they can ask us.
So even when Amit is not in his pharmacy and he's taking days off or time off with his family and his friends and his kids, he's engaging his customers in a way that most independent pharmacies are not doing.
We have patients who don't come to our pharmacy, but they love the newsletters. But that's only allowed through Keap. That's also a way of keeping in contact with them, because eventually one day they come in. Prior to using Keap, we probably had 15 to 20 Google reviews. As we started implementing Keap, we're close to about 500 Google reviews now, and that's strictly through automation software. Otherwise, we would never have been able to gather those numbers.
Amit knew when their last visit was, when they last had medication filled, when their last delivery was. Those are all key things that we've been tracking.
And that's what separates us from the big block retail chains, and that can only be done via Keap. If you're on the fence, you have to start Keap right away because it takes time, but you can have quick impact. Every day you don't use Keap, you're losing impact.
His passion has always been in pharmacy, but Amit knew that there was more that he could do. And because of Keap and the automation that we've implemented into his business, he's now able to serve that higher purpose.
It's changed my whole view of pharmacy, truly, to a point of, instead of being revenue driven, to be impact driven. Because now that I know I can have impact, now I want to drive impact.
Amit has a huge heart. He doesn't have a lot of time. He wants to serve his patients in the best way possible. Having Keap allows him to do that through automation. He can be seen and heard in many areas where he may be out having tennis lessons with his son.
And that's freed up my time so I can spend with my wife and my children. And they've seen a difference in me. The ramification of what Keap has taught us as a family has been tremendous.